Alright, step 2. We're going to cut the tomatoes. And what I meant about cutting tomatoes a special way is I like to have the tomato cut a certain way so that it can look good when it comes out in the salsa. You don't want to cube them up or anything like that. And I usually use just these nice little Roman tomatoes. Tastes great. I mean, you can also use the big ones or whatever, but these are way cheaper. I'm trying. You know about me, I gotta make things low cost. So what I'll do is I'll just cut this part off right here, just the end. I'll trash that away. And then I'll just cut this in half like this, and then the rest of it is just to get these half moon shapes type of tomato slices. And the reason I like it like this is because it gives the salsa a nice texture to it. The tomatoes are still almost like if they were whole in a way, and they turn out great too. And they cook pretty fast also as well. You don't want to cook this too long. This is the reason you want to prep your tomato while your onion's cooking, and that way you can just put the tomato in afterwards, and you're going to just leave it in there for a little bit. It's not going to stay in too long because you don't want to overcook it either. So while I'm doing this, after I get done with these right here, all I'm going to do after this is just watch my onions to make sure they don't burn on me or anything like that, and just keep stirring them over. Once they become translucent, then that's when we're going to add the onions, the tomato. And I'm also going to cut up a little bit of cilantro so we can add the cilantro also as well. I like the cilantro because it gives it that little bitter type taste to it. Okay, so all our tomatoes are cooked there. Let's come over here to the onions and see how they're doing. I have lowered the heat a little bit, and they're doing pretty good still. Now, there are people that like to put butter in their onion or what have you. You can put the butter if you want. Butter does taste good with the onion to saute it. I just used a little bit of oil because the oil is going to help me with the tomato also as well, and give it a nice little, kind of like an oily looking salsita. But it's just a little bit of oil. I didn't put that much. You can see it's, just a little. The thing with the butter will just soak up into the onions, and you won't have any butter. And after a little while, it'll start to burn your pan because it'll be dry. The oil tends to stay outside the onion, as you can tell right there. The oil is all still on the outside, so it keeps it going. I'm also making some potatoes here, some hash, kind of like a hash brown. These are real easy to make. It's the frozen ones that come in the bag. You just got to keep an eye on it. Make sure the heat's nice. Keep them covered. Okay, so then the next step in a little while, I'm going to go ahead and I'll add the tomatoes. Okay, so we'll break up right now and we'll get to the next step in just a minute.